Today at UC Berkeley, animation lovers and members of Pakistani community have come together for a very special screening, The Glassworker. This groundbreaking film, directed by Usman Riaz, is Pakistan's first hand-drawn animation feature and the first ever submission to the Oscars. A labor of love, 10 years in the making, The Glassworker beautifully captures an anti-war message through a story of love, loss, and resilience. Let's hear about what the audience has to say about it, about this landmark moment for not just Pakistan, but overall cinema history in the world.
The Great Ravine is disputed territory. We claim it, so do they. So we go to war. Idiocy.
Hello everyone, I'm Moez. I'm a senior at UC Berkeley and I'm studying computer science. So as for the event, I've always been connected with the open community. I don't know if you know Farhan. So we've always been communicating with each other, whatever comes, we're gonna do a good event for that. And he reached out to me 3 weeks ago and he said the Glassworker team is here. And I was pretty excited about that movie because I was waiting for that when it came out in Pakistan, but my flight was 2 days back and I was very sad to miss that. So this was nice. I shared that idea with my PSA president Farhad in Berkeley, and we basically collaborated with three other PSAs in the Bay Area: the San Jose one, the SFSU, and the Davis. And to that, we basically got 230 signups.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
big turnout,
oh.
definitely. So, as an audience, tell me
Yeah.
that what was the most captivating for you? Was it the storyline, the visuals, or the
I think
characters, or the architecture, as
yeah.
someone mentioned earlier?
Yeah, so I would say obviously the graphics were pretty good. You could see a lot of work had been put into that. The music that was I think out of this world. It was really really good. It captured the emotion that was being played, and that was really good. And then the turning points, how they did the character development in the whole movie. I think that was the most amazing thing I've seen.
And what is the conversation outside after the movie? How are people? What are the comments? Give us an
I
overview
mean, yeah,
from the
I've
students and
had
from the.
very brief conversations, but the comments have been quite nice right now, and everybody's pretty happy that they chose to spend it rather than studying for their finals, which are coming next week.
Oh wow, that is
Yeah,
something.
I know.
And I saw there was a lot of a few some of the audience was also there was also audience outside Pakistani audience, and that was
Oh
very
yeah,
happy to see that. How did you
yeah.
manage to reach out to them?
So we basically put our event on a lot of different newsletters, like the South Asian Association, the Berkeley International Association, and they promoted our event, and so through that we basically got a lot of signups that are not basically Pakistanis, and yeah, they were pretty happy to come here as well.
Okay, one last question.
Yeah,
As a Pakistani
yeah.
student in Berkeley in US, how do you feel that an art piece coming from Pakistan is being projected at an international forum, and how do you feel
I
promoting it and
I
owning
think
it?
it's pretty nice because since I've been here, there's always a longing for home, back home, and when you get the chance to do something for your country, when you're not there, that's a really good opportunity for me. And when I saw okay, this is a movie, and so this is something that I want to see myself as well, I thought this is a really good chance to basically promote our culture within Berkeley and basically in the Bay Area overall.
Thank you so much.
I'm Ailish. I am a Master of Design student here at Berkeley. I graduate this winter, and I also have a background in film and game design.
How did you hear about this event?
Yeah, I heard about it from a friend, Vidit. Shout out. He's amazing, also a Master of Design student, so I RSVP'd.
And how did you like it? Do you know that this is the first ever animated film from Pakistan that has been nominated for Oscars?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I'll be honest, I hadn't heard about it. I thought it was amazing. I Googled it before coming just to see a synopsis. It was incredible, beautifully animated, hand drawn, the passion clearly comes through. The composition, everything was so beautiful. I think it's well deserving of the nominations, and I hope it wins. It's up against a lot of really good other films, but yeah, amazing.
We have our fingers crossed too that it actually wins. So, do you watch? Are you an animation films fan? Do you watch other animation films? And what do you see the difference, or where does it lie on the spectrum?
Yeah, I have done some animated short films myself, so I know it requires a lot of work. I'm really impressed at what they've done, especially as the first hand-drawn studio in Pakistan. I think it's incredible. I mean, the Ghibli inspiration is obviously there, but they make it their own. The passion comes through. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you so much.
My name is Fateh Pervez. I'm a sophomore here at UC Berkeley. I'm studying economics and data science, and I'm a part of the Open Silicon Valley chapter at UC Berkeley.
Okay, so was it the first time for you to be watching this film as well?
It was my first time watching this film, and I am
And what
amazed.
is your first reaction to a movie being played in UC Berkeley, your university,
Yeah.
which is particularly being highlighted for being selected for Oscars or
Yeah.
nominated for Oscars?
I was surprised. For the movie itself, it's amazing, but I believe that the concept of the movie is even better. That it's a Pakistani animated film, and as soon as I heard about it, I was like, I have to watch it. And the movie was great, as all of us saw. It was slightly emotional. I loved it.
So, what do you think? What kind of message does films or art that comes out of your country gives to the international student, maybe your student community or the international audience?
I believe that art has no language, and films are the primary source of art these days because films are something that every single part and person in our community enjoys. And when we hear about animated films, anime films, we can think about Japan or China, and Pakistan as a country never comes to our minds. So when Pakistan released such a film, it was surprising. It was great, and some of my friends here who are interested in anime films, who are not from Pakistan, they were surprised as well. So I believe that this gives such a positive image about our country and such a great message that our country is also up there and doing something in that field.
Usman Raz has really done a great job putting us out there
100%.
on the map,
100%.
definitely.
100%.
How do you think it's going to impact? Do you think this would be the first in the series of many? How is it going to impact the perception of Pakistani film industry out there in the international forums?
I love this film, and I believe that everybody who watched this film today and on the other screening days love this film too. And I believe that this is definitely a start of a long journey.
We hope so too,
Yes,
and we
inshallah.
hope that we actually take Oscar home. Thank you
Inshallah,
so
yes, we
much.
will.
Hi, this is Amina Shah, and I have a background in art, in studio art at the San Francisco Art Institute, and I've done a little bit of animation and film, and I've always been a Miyazaki fan. So it was really amazing to see someone do an animation film for Pakistan. I thought the way he made it any place, it wasn't specifically based in any one country. He was talking about these universal aspects, so I really enjoyed the film. The soundtrack was also amazing.
Did you see any reflection of the Pakistan heritage and our culture and the bits and pieces, and how do you think they were actually authentically represented?
I think it was intentional that it was peppered during the film, like little things like gulab jamun and
Yeah.
even our cultural significance. But I think it was intentionally left universal and open to interpretation and more like a generalized feel. He was talking about war and conflict and all these universal themes.
Have you? I believe that you've grown up in Pakistan
I have.
and you follow news.
Yes.
So, given the current situation in Pakistan and animation, not just that, of course, the craft was excellent, but the storyline reflecting love and war and sacrifice and all the chaos that it leaves us with. What kind of message do you think it gives to the youth of Pakistan?
I think just generally, because of what's happening in the world, we all feel like we don't have a sense of power over our own stories and our own. So I think it's very important that someone takes this on and talks about this.
And at the end, would you like to say anything about the Oscar nomination?
Yes, I hope it wins.
We hope so too. Thank you so much, Amna.
Hello, my name is Amasa Yunus. I'm 13. I'm in 8th grade. I'm a local resident in the Bay Area, and I come from a very, very Pakistani family. And this film made me super happy for a lot of reasons. First of all, when you see anime or think of films, China, Japan, even America comes to mind. Not Pakistan, though, not even for me, admittedly. But it was wonderful to get to know this film because not only has it been nominated for Oscars, but it can change people's perception of Pakistan completely. It doesn't have the best view by the rest of the world because of past events, but I'm hoping this will change people's perception of Pakistan and see that it's a much nicer place than it's thought out to be. The fact that we've already started here means that with more advancements, it's only going to get better. I'm going to share this with my friends. I love this movie so much, and as a viola player, the music was wonderful. so beautiful. Usman did an amazing job composing, and the art, don't even get me started. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love Studio Ghibli myself, so the style and how it relates was just absolutely gorgeous. So as a Pakistani, I'd really recommend this movie, and I absolutely love it. And when it comes out to the public, I'm gonna invite all my friends over and we can all watch it. It's a wonderful film, and I hope it only gets better from here.
Hi, Ryan. Tell us about yourself, what you do, how old are you, and about your interest in animation and music.
My name is Rayan. I'm 17 years old. I'm a high school senior. I do a lot of music and art at home. I do a lot digitally and I put some stuff online, YouTube, stuff like that. I've been interested in animation and visual art for a long time. I do a lot for my own work.
So, how did you hear about this
Uh,
film?
I think my mom told me about it. We were in Pakistan when we saw the trailer. We got really interested in it. We wanted to watch it there, but we couldn't. So we came home. We saw the screening announced, and so we came here and saw it.
So, as someone young, you're a Pakistani American, right? As a young Pakistani American, how do you feel this Pakistani movie is the first ever hand-drawn animation film that came out of Pakistan that has been nominated for Oscars? And how was the storyline for you? Was it relatable in any way? Was it like the emotions that are shown?
I like the story a lot. I think it's good that film coming from Pakistan. I liked how it tied in certain parts, like the gulab jamun bit. I liked a lot. But there were other times where I kind of had to periodically remind myself of where the setting was, who these people were. You could tell the influence was a lot of the colonial architecture it mentions. There's things like the common like red hair kind of thing, so things you wouldn't usually see in a place like Karachi or Lahore. As a, like you said, as a first step, I think it was a really great movie. I think it was a good start.